Cryptocurrency is one of the most talked about topics in the world today. Some people say it will change everything. Others say it is a scam. But the truth is, most people talking about crypto don't actually understand what it is. They focus only on prices, hype, and quick profits. But cryptocurrency is not just about making money. It is about a technology called blockchain, and that technology is much bigger than coins. In this video, you will learn what blockchain really is, how cryptocurrency actually works, why it was created, and how it is being used beyond speculation. This is a beginner-friendly explanation. No hype, no get-rich-quick promises, just real education. Let's start with the basics. Blockchain is a type of digital record-keeping system. Think of it as a public notebook that records transactions. But instead of one person controlling the notebook, thousands of computers around the world have a copy of it. Every time a transaction happens, it is recorded as a block. Once the block is verified, it is added to a chain of previous blocks. That is why it is called a blockchain. The key feature of blockchain is that once information is added, it cannot be easily changed or deleted. This makes it transparent, secure, and trustworthy. Now let's talk about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is digital money that runs on blockchain technology. Unlike traditional money, it is not controlled by a government or a bank. Instead, it is controlled by code, mathematics, and a decentralized network of computers. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. It was created to allow people to send money directly to each other without needing a bank. Since then, thousands of other cryptocurrencies have been created, each with different purposes. But here is where many people get confused. Cryptocurrency is only one use of blockchain, not the entire point of the technology. One of the biggest advantages of blockchain is decentralization. In traditional systems, banks, governments, or companies act as middlemen. They control transactions, charge fees, and decide who gets access. Blockchain removes the need for these middlemen. This does not mean banks will disappear. It simply means people have more options. Blockchain allows peer-to-peer transactions, global access, and faster settlements, especially in countries where banking services are limited. Security is another major reason blockchain is important. Each transaction on a blockchain is encrypted and verified by the network. Hacking one record would require changing every copy of the blockchain at the same time, which is extremely difficult. This is why blockchain is being explored for use in financial systems, identity verification, voting systems, and even healthcare records. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Price volatility. Cryptocurrency prices go up and down very fast. This is what attracts traders and speculators. But price movement does not define the value of the technology. Many people lose money because they enter crypto chasing quick profits without understanding what they are investing in. This is why education is critical. Financial stability does not come from gambling on prices. It comes from knowledge, patience, and long-term thinking. Blockchain technology is already being used beyond coins. Smart contracts are one example. These are self-executing agreements written in code. Once conditions are met, the contract runs automatically without human involvement. This reduces fraud and increases efficiency. Decentralized finance, also known as DeFi, allows people to lend, borrow, and earn interest without traditional banks. Again, this is not risk-free, but it shows how blockchain can reshape financial systems. Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, are another application. They represent ownership of digital or physical assets. While many NFTs were overhyped, the underlying idea of digital ownership remains valuable. So where does this leave the average person? The most important thing to understand is this. You do not need to buy crypto to learn blockchain. Education comes first. If you choose to invest, do it responsibly. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Avoid social media hype. Focus on projects with real-world use cases and strong fundamentals. Crypto should be part of a broader financial strategy, not your entire plan. Savings, budgeting, emergency funds, and diversified investments still matter. Blockchain is not magic. It will not make everyone rich overnight, but it is a powerful innovation that will continue to influence finance, technology, and global systems. Just like the internet in its early days, blockchain is misunderstood, misused, and overhyped, yet still revolutionary. Subscribe to Jeff Tube Finance for honest money talks, practical financial advice, and real strategies to improve your life. Your financial journey starts today.